So a few people have asked about variable duty. So on this car here we've got basically a knob here. So hardware wise it's a 10k potentiometer wired to the 5V reference and ground of the auxiliary switch with the signal wire going into one of the analog spares. In the software we have then set the analog spare to come into analog V7 on the hardware, and we've routed it to analog spare 1. Then within the software we have set a GPT table up, GPT table 2, a PWM type output at 30 Hz, normal polarity, the input being the spare reading that's coming in, the output being PWM2 duty. And if we look down here we've got the variables open. As we turn the knob we can see the voltage of the input go from 0 to 5 volts as you'd expect. And we then have a table GPT2 set up. Now this isn't fully configured because I actually do this with 3 dimensions for actual mapping purposes, but as a simple system, and again you wouldn't go to 0%, you can see that you go from 0% of the solenoid to 65535, which is 5 volts, 50% duty. Then in the outputs, and on the MX5 the outputs is LS4 for the purge solenoid, which we've wired to a boost control solenoid. We've set that to GPT PWM2. So in reality, with this very simple setup, what we're doing is we're varying the boost duty with the knob by varying this. So it's very much like an instantaneously adjustable bleed valve. What you can do is use a 3D table and do a bit more work there using RPM input as well, to actually make a system that allows you to vary boost based on throttle position, RPM, and incorporate this. It's a bit more complex. There will be a full guide on that when we get time. This is a very basic sort of make your car that little bit better using an ME221 or 442 using variable boost.